Welcome again. I hope the videos have been helpful in learning Yoruba. I do really hope that you learn more and more as you watch these videos. So in the previous lesson, I focused on immediate family Yoruba, but in this lesson, I'm going to be focusing on extended family. So here you're talking about bigger members of the family, family relations like uncle, aunts, grandparents, and all that. So that's the video. If you haven't watched the previous video on immediate family, I would advise and suggest that you watch that one first before you jump into this lesson, because that will give you the foundation that you need in terms of vocabulary and grammar before you watch this lesson. So in the previous lesson, I talked about two kinds of family. I referenced two kinds of family, but I did talk about the immediate family. So Ebi Kekere, that's immediate family, and Ebi Nla is extended family. So in this lesson, I'm going to focus on Ebi Nla, which is the extended family. How do you talk about your extended family in Yoruba? That is the objective of this lesson. So Ebi Nla Dapo. So Dapo is here, it's giving us a monologue about his extended family. And so we're going to learn, first of all, is to learn vocabulary. That will be added to what we learned in the previous lesson on immediate family. And then from vocabulary, we're going to move to how do we form sentences to give a narrative about your own family, extended family this time. So Ebi Nla Dapo. Ebi Nla Dapo. Ní Ebi Nla Dapo. Ó ní bàbá, màmá, bàbá, màmá. So here, bàbá, nìyí. Okay, you have mama, okay, which we covered in the immediate, in the last slide, in the last lesson. Ọmọ, but beyond this, these are just immediate family. You have other members joining the extended family, and that's mama, baba. So you have mama, and then you have baba, mama. Okay. So in the extended family, you have, apart from the parents, you also have grandparents. So you have baba, mama, literally means the father of the mother. So baba, mama. And you also have mama, which is the mother of the father. And so here, Dapo is talking about his grandparents from his mother's side. So he's not talking about his father's side. He's talking about his mother's side, his mom. So he's talking about the parents of his mom. And that's why you have Baba, Mama, that's the father of the mother, and Mama, which is the mother of the mother. So that's why Baba, Mama, which is the father of the mother, that's grandfather from the mother side. And then you have Mama, which is grandmother from the mother side also. So I just want to make sure you don't get confused with Baba, that's father, and then Mama is mother. So Baba, Mama will be father of my mother. And then Mama will just the mother of the mother. So pay attention to that. Okay. So Ebi Nla, which is the extended family, Dapo. So Dapo's extended family. And then so you have Dapo, his dad is Baba, Mama, and then the children, that's a family. But more importantly, since this is extended family, that was added his own grandfather and his own grandmother from his mother's side. Okay. So Baba, Mama, àwọn ọmọ, that's the children. Then you have Mama, àti Baba, Mama. Okay. So a little activity for you is to I want to know if you really get this vocabulary. So what is one? Tell me what one is in Yoruba. Just look at where the arrow is pointing to and try to provide vocabulary one. And then two, what's the vocabulary for that? 3 and 4 and 5 is what you guys already know. But for the extended family, I really want to know 1 and 2 is what is 1? What's the vocabulary for the person that the arrow is pointed to, and the vocabulary for the person the arrow is pointed to in 2 and then in 1. So provide your answers in the comments. Provide the answers, and then I will let you know if you got it or you didn't get it. Okay, so provide the appropriate vocabulary for 1 to 5, and I look forward to seeing your answers. I really want to know you get the vocabulary right. And so now we beyond the vocabulary, how do we provide sentences? That's the goal. Now beyond, we already know the vocabulary for members of extended family. We know a little bit. There's more we can talk about in extended family, because there's how do you talk about aunts, uncles. There's just a lot more, but we want to take it one after the other. It's one step at a time. And so here we're going to talk about grandparents, and then we can talk a little bit. I'm going to move to something more complex as we move forward. So let's just do this very briefly, and then in next slides, I'm going to move into more complex family trees, and then provide vocabulary and sentences. So, but here, let's translate the vocabulary that we learned in the previous slide into sentences now, and then Ebi Nla Dapo. Dapo is talking about his extended family, and so this is Dapo right here, and he's telling us about his extended family. So he's going to introduce not just his parents, but his grandparents. And so orúkọ mi ni Dapo. So ní ẹbí ńlá mi. So Dapo talks about his extended family. Here, he did not say ní ẹbí kékeré mi. Okay, so he's saying this is my immediate family. But ní ẹbí ńlá, so pay attention to the vocabulary. Now he begins to introduce his members of his extended family. So ní ẹbí ńlá mi, mo ní bàbá màmá àti màmá. Okay? Orúkọ bàbá màmá mi ni Dìran. Orúkọ bàbá màmá mi ni Dìran. Orúkọ màmá mi ni Wúràọlá. Orúkọ màmá mi ni Wúràọlá. So here, we already know we got the vocabulary. In the previous slide, we got our vocabulary for our grandparents, then which is the father of the mom, and then the mother of the mom. If you're talking about grandparents from your mother's side, okay? And so that's what Dapo is doing here, is basically introducing his mom's parents. And those are his grandparents. But from the way Yoruba writes this is to talk about the father of your mother. That's literally the way we provide the vocabulary, or the mother of your mother. So the father of your mom and the mother of your mom are your grandparents from your mom's side. We could also have the father of your father and then the mother of your father. That would be your grandparents from your father's side. So but Dapo here is talking about members of his extended family, but he's talking about grandparents of his mother's side. So it's basically his mom's parents. That's what he's doing here. Which is, if you're just going to switch it around, if you want to talk about his father's parents, it's just going to be Baba Baba àti Mama Baba. So father of my father and then mother of my father. But Diron is talking about the parents of his mom. And so it's going to be Baba Mama àti Mama. Okay, just to clarify that. And then so he introduces them by saying, Orúkọ Baba Mama mi ni Diran. Orúkọ Mama mi ni Wúràọlá. Okay, so we got that all settled. But when we talk about extended family, there's a lot more we can actually do. The question is, what about, so things get more complex here. I know I'm already anticipating questions, so this slide should respond to those questions in your mind about how do I talk about uncles, aunts, or cousins, and so on and so forth. And so there's a family tree here on the screen for you to see, and so we see a lot more different generations here. You see the baba and mama. These are the grandparents, and then you see the children of those grandparents, and then you see, the grandchildren. And so here, Mabel is the focus. So we're focusing here is on Mabel. Mabel wants to talk about, her extended family. So let's imagine Mabel wants to talk about her extended family. Now, Mabel's extended family will include, of course, the grandparents from his mother's side. So here we see the grandparents from his mother's side. That's what we have here. We do not see the grandparents from his father's side. So the grandparents you see here are Mabel's grandparents from her mother's side, not from her father's side. Okay, just for you to know, so that when I provide it in Yoruba, it becomes clear. So first of all, in this family tree, the focus here is on Mabel, and Mabel is going to tell us about her extended family. But note, pay attention to the fact that Mabel has grandparents from her mother's side. So we're going to learn about Mabel's mom's family. That's extended family. Not just her family now, which is her mom and her dad and her sibling. We're going to learn more about her mom's family, which includes her mom's dad, her mom's mom, and her mom's sibling. So that's what Mabel wants to do here. Just to give you a little background. Orúkọ mi ni Mabel. Okay, orúkọ mi ni Mabel. Ní ẹbí ńlá mi. Okay, orúkọ mi ni Mabel. Ní ẹbí ńlá mi, mo ní bàbá màmá àti màmá. Ní ẹbí ńlá mi, that's in my extended family, mo ní bàbá màmá àti màmá, which should be clear. So in my extended family, I have grandparents, which is the grandfather and grandmother for my mother's side. In this picture, we do not see grandparents from the father's side for Mabel. So that's what Mabel has right now. We're just going to stick to it. So pay attention to the tree again as I try to interpret this in Yoruba for you. So orúkọ mi ni Mabel. Ní ẹbí ńlá mi, mo ní bàbá màmá àti màmá. Mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá kan. So that's a new vocabulary. Ẹ̀gbọ́n. We already learned in the previous video, in the past video that I've done, which I think you should watch about family. I talked about older sibling and younger sibling. The vocabulary for older sibling is ẹ̀gbọ́n. Okay. The vocabulary for younger sibling, is àbúrò. So the vocabulary for older sibling is ẹ̀gbọ́n. So here, Mabel talks about ẹ̀gbọ́n mama. That is her mom's older sibling. As we see in this picture, that if you, in the left side, on that picture, you can actually see that Mabel's mom, and then towards the left in that picture, you see there's a guy right there that is the older brother of Mabel's mom. That's ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá. Mo ní ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá méjì. Mo ní ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá méjì, which is that Mabel is saying that my mom's older brother has 2 children. So ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá méjì. So he's talking about his cousins. So I've got 2 cousins. So there, those are the 2 kids of my mom's older brother. That's my mom's sibling. Okay? And then Mi ò ní àbúrò màmá. Mi ò ní àbúrò màmá. So I do not have, my mom does not have a younger sibling. So my mom has only one older sibling. Then my mom does not have a younger sibling. So that's all for that. So that's basically Mabel trying to explain about her extended family. Okay, so move forward from that. I will try to explain more so that, so who is the following to Mabel? Just to an activity to make sure you get this. So let's look at this. I'd like to know here, get your comments. Who is the following to Mabel? Jade, Jola. So the first one is Jade. Second one is Jola. Jade, Jola, Bayo, Fola, Biodun. So again, let me go over that again. Who is the following to Mabel? First one is Jade, Jola, Bayo, Folu, àti Biodun. So those are members of Mabel's extended family. I want you to provide the vocabulary in Yoruba. I look forward to seeing your responses. Now, I'm going to provide Mabel talking about her extended family in Yoruba. So I'm just going to provide everything in Yoruba right away. So orúkọ mi ni Mabel. Ní ẹbí ńlá mi, mo ní bàbá màmá àti màmá màmá. Orúkọ wọn ni Jade àti Jọlá. Mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá kan. Orúkọ wọn ni Báyọ̀. Mo ní ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá méjì. Mo ní ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n màmá méjì. Orúkọ wọn ni Folú àti Bíọ́dún. So here, what Mabel did was to talk about his extended family. He started by saying, in my extended family, I have grandparents, so Baba, Mama, àti Mama, Mama. So the dad of my mom and the mom of my mom, and their names, he provided their names, Jade àti Jola, and he said, mo ní ẹ̀gbọ́n mama, so I have an uncle, ẹ̀gbọ́n mama, just basically the older sibling of my mom, and it gave the name, which is orúkọ wọn ni Báyọ̀, and then he said, provided I have two cousins, and the way we talk about cousins in Yoruba is to say, mo ní ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mama, so the children of my mom's older sibling. Ọmọ ẹ̀gbọ́n mama, children of my mom's older sibling. So I got two of them. Provided their name, orúkọ wọn ni Fola àti Bíọ́dún. So here, and that's everything that Mabel is giving us. So so got an assignment I'm providing for you. So in a few sentences, describe your extended family. So I look forward to what you're able to write. I'm hoping that this lesson is clearer. But if you watch the video over and over again, just take your time to watch the video. Pay attention to the vocabulary, especially how in Yoruba we write how we write uncle and aunt in Yoruba. Specifically when you talk about older sibling, sibling of your mom might be your uncle or could be your auntie. You know, if it's ọkùnrin, that's uncle. If it's obìnrin, that's auntie. So I'm still going to provide a follow-up video to this because extended family is more, might be a little bit complicated because of different relations that we have. But I want to see how much you've learned in this video. So this is an assignment for you, just in a few sentences. You don't have to write too much, just as much as you remember. Very easy and in a clear way. Describe your extended family. I look forward to seeing your assignment. And thank you.